In 2019, archaeologists found something in the remains of a Sumerian temple. It was small enough to hold in one hand, and the moment they recognized what it was, the photographs stopped. Not destroyed, just stopped being discussed. The object is still there. It's in a collection. You could probably find it if you knew exactly where to look. But here's what's strange. Actually, the artifact is a clay handbag, not decorative, functional, with a handle, a strap, compartments, a closure mechanism that still works. It dates to approximately 2500 BCE. That's 400–500 years ago, give or take 50. The Sumerian civilization was, in virtually every textbook you've read, one of humanity's first. Writing just invented. Agriculture barely stabilized. The wheel, yes, but handbags. That level of manufacturing precision, that assumes a need for portable storage, that suggests complexity. To put that in scale, when this handbag was made, the Great Pyramids of Giza were already 200 years old. The Egyptian Old Kingdom was in decline. Indus Valley civilization was at its peak 500 miles east. And somewhere in Mesopotamia, someone decided to craft a miniature functional bag with a designed handle and interior compartments. Not necessity, design choice. But that's not what makes it strange. Here's what does. The same handbag motif appears in ancient Elamite cylinder seals from the same period, 300 miles away, different culture. Then again in Proto-Indus Valley figurines, 500 miles further east. The same object, same proportions, same handle orientation, same functional logic. Not traded goods, not cultural contact, just the same idea arriving independently across three separate civilizations that archaeologists insist had minimal contact with one another. The official explanation is convergent cultural development, independent discovery of the same design principle. It happens, humans are pattern-seeking, we solve the same problems the same ways. But when you look at the photographs, the ones that are still available, before the academic silence settled in, you notice something the explanation doesn't quite address. The proportions are identical, not similar, not close, identical, down to the curve of the handle, the angle of the closure, the interior shelf placement, not variations on a theme. Exact same object arriving separately 300 miles apart, 200 years of development apart. That degree of specificity isn't convergence. Convergence gives you independent wheels, round in Cairo, round in Beijing, round for the same reason. It doesn't give you the exact same handbag appearing in three places where people shouldn't have been in contact. Archaeologists noticed, papers were published, then the conversation stopped, not retracted, not proven wrong. Just the research turned to other things, new digs, different artifacts. The handbag was catalogued, photographed once or twice more and filed. It exists, it's documented, but it's not discussed anymore in the way it was in 2019 and 2020. And here's the part that sits wrong in your chest when you really think about it. The silence isn't suspicious because of what was said. It's suspicious because of what wasn't. Nobody declared the handbag impossible. Nobody argued it was a forgery or a contamination. It just became one more object that doesn't quite fit the narrative of isolated early civilizations slowly discovering the wheel and writing through independent thought. And so it was gently moved to the edge of the conversation where it could exist without requiring explanation. The object is real, the pattern is real, but the framework we use to understand early human development, isolated pockets of genius, cultures rediscovering solutions to universal problems, that framework has a hole in it now. And we've decided collectively not to look directly at the hole. It's not that we are being lied to, it's that we are being allowed not to ask, and that's almost worse, because it means the question is allowed to stay open. The handbag is in a museum, the pattern is in the archaeological record, and somewhere in that gap between what we've found and what we're willing to explain, something is waiting to be recognized. We just haven't decided yet whether we want to see it.